This is lesson 18 for course 1, line graphs, part 2. So when you're looking at a line graph, you need to know what you're looking at. So this is a line graph. First things I notice is this side is going up in 4s, this side is going up in 1s. Now each side is labeled. That's a very important part of a line graph, is you need to know what you're looking at. So these bottom numbers represent age in years. And these side numbers represent height in inches. So from this, we can take a look at this and see how she, in this case, has grown, Maggie. So Maggie, at age 8, was 48 inches tall. At age 9, she was probably about 51. So when you're not hitting an exact number like here, you kind of have to look at it and guess, oh, well, you know what? This is about middle and it's a little bit past middle. So maybe it's about 50, 51 inches Maggie is. At 10, she is 52 inches. At 11, she is probably about 57 inches. At 12, she is 60 inches. At 13, she is about 62 inches. And at 14, she is probably about 63 inches. Now, the other thing we can notice from this is that there are certain points that you can see she maybe had a growth spurt. So for example, from the ages 10 to 11, it suddenly goes up much faster than it has any of the other places. This would indicate a growth spurt. Up here, you can see this is towards the end of her growth because it's starting to peter off. It's starting to not have as many inches a year as we were down here. So that's kind of how you look at it, is you just look at the numbers and the information you're given, and from that you can make generalizations. As I said, I can see a growth spurt here. I can tell you that she grew 48. If I want to figure out how many inches she grew from 8 years old to 14 years old, I could take, as I said, maybe she's about 64 inches there. So I could take 64 and take away the 48 she started at to get the difference. So she grew 16 inches from the age of 8 to 14. Okay, there's lots of different things you can do with this graph, but the first piece is just being able to read it. As I said, if I asked you right now, how tall was she, or how many inches, sorry, did she grow when she was 11? You would have to find 11 and you'd have to go up to see how many inches and then go to the side to see where it came from. So this is, again, this line here is about 56. So this one here is probably about 57. Okay, that's how you use a line graph. Depending on what has been asked of you, you are using all the information it gives you to find your answer. That is Line Graphs, Lesson 18, Part 2, Course 1.